into this game. Wind and Rain taking on Izako Boars. And Boars being the favorites coming into this. We're going to be streaming this through Panorama. Let's see how this goes today. Starting out over on the CT side is Wind and Rain. These two teams have met before. It was a 2-0 victory to Izako, taking Train 16-4 and Inferno 16-5. Yet to play Overpass. And of course, the other interesting thing, there's a stand-in in this game. We saw Hens stepping down for this, with Dom coming in to replace him. And what's making this a little bit more interesting is that Dom was actually on the lineup alongside Link. They're the only two players that actually remain on Wind and Rain from their previous engagement when they took on the Boars. The Boars have also acquired 2 new members since then. That's Redo and Tessic. And so it's going to be interesting to see exactly how these two lineups are going to face off against each other. Of course, the core 3 of the Boars have beaten 2 of the Wind and Rain players, really. So it's a completely different team setup from both sides to when they last played. We're going to be going into the pistol round right now. We already see a little bit of utility being bought up from Astro. Presumably, we're going to see a hit over towards the B site with that smoke. The bomb being brought there early on. And it looks like it's going to be down through Connector, where things begin, as we see the terrorists slowly making their way there towards the B bomb site. Actually taking things up Connector now, the bomb rotating up. As no contact has been spotted on A from the Boars, who went a little bit aggressive. They're going to back off and start to make their way slowly but surely towards the B site, leaving just Naurot to hold down A as they push up slowly. I'm actually going to stick 2 players in the site. Play a 2-2 and then 1 in the Connector. Over in Heaven, he's going to be able to rotate pretty quickly once contact spotted, and indeed, there it is. Tessic already spotting out a couple of terrorists over towards Long, as Naurot is going to fall. This is not looking good for the Boars, as they've already lost 2 players and they're completely smoked off from the side as the push comes in. They're not going to be able to do anything to stop that bomb plant from going down. Now forced into a passive position, they've got to wait for the smokes to dissipate, allowing that bomb to tick further and further away and get closer to ultimately exploding. Flashbang goes over, and here's where things get interesting. The retake coming in, but it's not looking good. Redo left on 3 HP will be eliminated, and that is a very quick round to start things off. Who does the caster think is going to win? To be honest, I like the SpongeBob references. I really couldn't say. Like, obviously the odds favor the Boars, but to be honest, if I was betting, I would have went with Wind and Rain, because I think 2.5 odds is a little bit too much for them. This is a completely different lineup to the team that lost 16-4 and 16-5 against Boars, and indeed they've got two new players as well, so it's very hard to put a prediction on, but I think I'd side with Wind and Rain. And with the opening picks coming in for Jenk, he's going to be challenged up close by the CZ of Redo, but unfortunately not able to connect the kill. It is going to be left to Yimbo to find it. And as the trades come in, AK is being dropped and picked up by Yimbo. That's good. He's got armor as well. It's only going to be a 1 versus 3 as well. And that is if Naurot doesn't survive, which I'm assuming he won't. P250 in hand, but they're not checking. And he misses his shots, though. That's not a great way to start things off. There's only Yimbo left alive. AK in hand. 3 players to kill. It's not looking all too likely, but hold on. He finds one on the Sulcus. His way over towards the truck. Is he going to be peeked out now by L1? That's the real question. Doesn't look like it just yet. As he takes the battle towards... Oh no, here he goes! Finds that on short. It looked like the round could have went his way. 12 HP left. This is the most difficult part about these games, is figuring out who's who. And of course, players do change their names. If you don't watch them a lot, it's kind of hard to figure out which players are which. But I'm assuming that L1 is Yanko. Oh no, Yank God would be Yanko. But I'm pretty sure that picture is a picture of Yanko. Oh, why do they have to do this to me? So we've got Astro down the bottom. Relic is obviously Frey. Yank God is Yanko. So L1 and Sulcus, Dom and Link. But who is who? That's the real question. If you know in chat, please do let me know. Really slowing things down to start things off. Wind and Rain not looking for any early contact. 2 Mac 10s in play. Not a whole lot of utility on most players. Frelic the only player to really have any. Frey. As Tessik's going to be lit down a little bit low to start things off. That's the end of that. It's again slowing down towards the A side where the push comes in. Mac 10s pick up the kills. The force buy from Boar is not looking too great. L1 already coming towards the side with the AK, spamming down. Maddie's going to lose a lot of HP. It's easy in hand. Rotating all the way back around. Yimbo flashbanging on the B side, hoping that somebody's coming in on the flank, but of course nobody is. L1 is Link. That would make sense actually. LI. L1 is Link, and then obviously Solcas is Link, Yanko, Dom. Right? So Solcas is Dom. And we only got to figure out on the Boars team who is who. Narwit's obviously Narwit. And then I'm pretty lost. Maddie's Maddie, Super Maddie. Tessik is Tessik. Yimbo and Redo though. Redo is Redo obviously. So, okay. Yimbo has to be a Zip. Cool. This is my first time casting either team, so I'm not like familiar with their profile pictures or the aliases they generally play under. I've seen Wind and Rain a little bit, but first time seeing Izako Boars. I've seen a pretty positive response so far. A lot of people coming out and supporting them. With a 3-0 lead, Wind and Rain are looking pretty strong to take down this Polish team. Molotov's going in early on. It's going to do a little bit of damage to Yimbo. And over towards Connector, Tessik might have a little bit of a difficult task on hand as he's been pushed up close. He's only got a CZ, a little bit of body armor. Unable to pick up all too much, just the 1 kill. It's good enough with a pistol. This round's all about economy damage. Eco, of course, coming in from the Boars. They just take armor and the weapons they saved over. And attempt to just do as much damage as they can to hurt the buy in the next round. With 1 kill already coming in. And Yimbo being able to retreat over towards a head angle. That's good because he's 20 HP, of course. He doesn't want to be shot in the body. Gotta make them aim for that headshot. With a 1-man disadvantage, Wind and Rain looking to take things back over towards the A side, but that might not be the best decision. Narwat is waiting there in toilets. As an Irishman, that's a difficult thing to pronounce. Looks like they'll be making their way towards A long, which isn't really being checked up close. It's just Maddie peeking it periodically. Doesn't spot anything out on short, and then actually goes passive. Now this is bad because, oh no, he's even rotating down, or it looked like it. This allows Wind and Rain to get a lot of progression towards that site. And as the flashbangs are in their possession, they then come over alongside the smokes and the Molotovs. This is going to make it difficult to hold down on the site. Yimbo rotating up, as Maddie is going to be getting a pretty nice angle around the back of the smoke on truck. On the van. Flashbang going through. Maddie not going to push up on it, but of course they have got the flank coming in from Nalred, who's able to find the double. Well, the single. Could have found the double. They're lined up for him, but didn't connect it, unfortunately. Redo still on 20 HP. Comes in and finds a kill with that MP9. Now it's all on to Solcas. Is he going to be able to pick this up? He is indeed with a FAMAS double spray down. He finds the kills at last. There's a good round coming out from Dom there. That was close though. Boars taking the round all the way down to a 2 versus 1 actually in their favor. That's going to look pretty good for them if they can continue to do that, especially as that was only an eco round, of course. Oh, Navrot. Okay. Apologies to all the Polish people I've probably offended. Of course, I'm Irish, so we're pretty bad at other languages, especially the more like Eastern Europeans. It's terrible for us. Although we're probably still better than the Brits at it, let's be real. 4-0. Wyndham Rain looking really good. T side. Of course, they won at the pistol round, so we do expect to see the 3-0 coming in. And Boars had a little bit of a throw up in the economy. Getting full buys when they probably should have just went straight for the eco. Oh, again, Wyndham Rain doing the standard. The slow T side. Not committing to anywhere just yet. Ooh, Relic comes in. Navrod eliminated. That's the one-man advantage for the T's as they now look to quickly execute the B side on the back of it. The nade comes in from Redo. It's going to be peeking out, but it's up close with the A1S. The team kill actually comes in as Link gets taken down by Astro. Yimbo takes the bomb lander down, but he's not able to collect a second. And Matesic still holding on the A site. What? The time runs out. But why was Tesic on A? Did they think it was a fake? That was really weird. That just completely threw me off. I thought he was like AFK or something looking at the map. But, I mean, they win out the round due to time, dropping that bomb. Really solid move. Wyndham Rain, the slow T side, not really going to work out in that round as they just lose too many players and don't suspect Yimbo to be over towards Monster. He seemed to be checking the bomb site for the plank coming in. Yeah, he knew time was running out for sure, but you were kind of relying on them dropping the bomb planter there on the site. They could have got the bomb down and then he would have been left in a 1v1 or a 1v2. Very much out of position, but okay. I mean, it's a situation that worked out in their favor, so can't say all too much wrong about it. It just seems odd not to rotate in when they like at the beginning when the battles first started coming in. My money, 20 followers. What's the conversion rate between followers and dollars? Link comes in with one on the Tesic. The save of the previous round, who allowed the clock to run down, is now going to be eliminated early on. As we see Wyndham Rain again taking it slow, but this, I mean, look at this. There's 32 seconds left, and look where the bomb is. It's all the way in spawn. As they now begin to rotate down towards the B site, this could be a repeat of the previous round. Redo up close with the MP9. Could do a lot of damage with this, taking down the bomb planter maybe again. As he gets taken down, it's only going to be Yimbo, but they're suspecting him this time, spamming down through Monster. He's going to be pushed in the back and eventually taken down, but 8 seconds. They have to get this bomb down. If Matty can deny it, the round is over, but he doesn't manage it, and then Navrot is going to be alone 1 versus 2. I got the V in instead of the W that time. 5-1. Wyndham Rain claimed the round yet again, but I mean, they're cutting this too close in my opinion. All that's needed is Boars to step up a tiny bit and take that planter down. It came down to a lucky spray down through the smoke. Could have claimed the round for the Boars. Navrot didn't stand a chance up against the AWP. Of course, it is an eco buy from Izako in this round. Oh, but Yimbo does a lot of damage, and that could prompt them to push. Indeed it does. We can see Redo pushing in there with the CZ in hand. Misses the shot, but eventually connects. Loses a bit of HP due to the delayed nature of the kill, but ultimately the AK is going to be picked up by Maddie, who unfortunately doesn't have any armor. Over towards the connector, Tesic is going to be waiting, lurking for somebody to push up close to him. Doors being spammed open, just confirms there's nobody towards the bottom of connector as his teammate peeks in there. Now they're going to rotate all the way around to the A site where Tesic is going to be going towards long, but unfortunately he is going to be spotted out Fry did spot him and is now making his way up behind him to find the kill, which indeed he does connect. Over on the actual bomb site, we're already seeing a little bit of a dance going down. Bullets being dodged as Matty attempts to make his way over towards the bank. Fortunately, though, I was going to say Dom is there to pick him up, but he's going to be eliminated. Now to a 2 versus 3. It's a winnable situation, but with the bomb ticking down, no armor on Matty, and no defuse kit, it's got to be a save, surely. Indeed, it is. We can already see the rifle and the CZ carried over to the next round. A little bit of armor as well, which of course they don't really need to buy up any head armor, so Redo shouldn't suffer all too much. And as we can see already, we've got 4 AKs and an AWP, so head armor will do nothing for you if you're shot by those. On the push going in early towards the B site. The eco, of course, from the Boars. We've already found 1 kill, or rather it's a team kill to come in as Link is taken down. Yenko follows pretty quickly. With a scout and 2 AKs in play now. They can go for this. I mean, they have got the money to buy up into the next round. They've got armor on Matty as well. As he comes in, he finds the trade onto his teammate, Navrod, who was already taken down just a second ago. The off peak comes in, and that's just going to be too much for Matty as he's eliminated. Tesic going to be spotted out from the bomb side as well. As Fry takes him down with a nice crispy headshot. 7-1, the Brazil has come out, despite this being Poland versus England. Or UK. Not sure if they're explicitly English. The Brazil is still present. Never forgetty. This time, no, it's a full buy. Oh, Tessa gets flashbanged, so he's not going to go for that early peek towards middle to grab the information. Good setup towards long. We can see Navrod holding down with the AWP and Matty holding up close. And the idea here is that when they push out, they'll spot that Navrod is there. They won't be checking their close right, and Matty will be able to swing out and find 1 or 2 kills. Let's see if it works out. Well, Navrod already drops the op on Astro, but unfortunately Matty has been spotted out. Link is still checking that angle despite the AWP being on, boosted up on long. They're ready for it. They're not falling to simple little mistakes like that. Tesic, though, oh, he could give away that man advantage that the team has earned. Indeed, he does. He's too aggressive in toilets. As his teammate fell back. That brings it into a 3v3. And as the kill comes down onto Yimbo on the B site, this is not good at all. Navrod alone, he has to get the ace to win out the round. This is not what he would have been hoping for, but it's what he's getting, unfortunately. As he makes his way down with the AWP, he is heard scoping in as well. Brian now knows that he's there, and this should seal his fate, as indeed it does. The AK comes in, and that'll be an AWP saved over for the terrorist side, which of course they lost earlier on in the round. They're going to be happy to see that picked back up. Well, another eco to come out from the Boars, who are 8-1 down at this point. Let's just remind you that previously, with the previous Wyndham Rain roster, was taken down 16-4 and 16-5 in a best of 3. No maps to be won, and indeed a combined total of 9 rounds across 2 maps. Well, this new lineup, which only Dom and Link remain from the previous, of course, Dom is going to be standing in this game, but for Hens. But this new lineup has already almost claimed the same amount of rounds in this best of 1 as they did across an entire best of 3. So certainly some improvements being made, or indeed maybe Boars are suffering, as of course Redo and Tessic were players that weren't in the previous best of 3. And we can see those are the players to be taking up the slack of the team. However, the whole team are pretty much falling behind in that sense. Nobody's really fragging all too high across 9 rounds. 5 kills is the most to be found on the CT side. And again, this eco is not going to go well, of course. It should just be picked apart. And as Yimbo and Redo are left last alive, it is looking like that's going to be the case. Redo to be dropped, which leaves only Zype left alive. Zype, of course, being Yimbo, I assume. If I'm wrong about that, please do let me know. But as far as I'm aware, there's only one stand-in. Dom in for Hens over on the Wind and Rain side. So Yimbo should be Zip or Zype or Sip. I just don't know how X's work in these languages. Yeah, that's something they should add to HLTV. Beside a player name, the little voice thing. You know, if you Google Translate something, you can hear it. They should have that on the voices so you can hear how they like the actual player records themselves say their name. That'd be perfect. Well, over towards the B side is where the action's coming in, as Redo already has managed to drop 2 players to start things off. And indeed, the bomb is down in the open over towards short. Now, one smoke's all that's needed to retrieve that. It does come in from Fry. He's going to be just running through to pick that up. But the spam going to do a little bit of damage. He does make it away with his life. 72 HP left as he goes to regroup with his teammates. We can see Astro holding over towards the monster area. He's looking to pick up some frags if the peaks do come in, but it doesn't look like anybody's going to get all too aggressive just yet. As Wind and Rain with the bomb regained, they're going to be taking this round slowly yet again. But it does look like the A side is where they're going to favor. And at this point, it's worth mentioning 9-1. Wind and Rain already claimed as many rounds as they did in their previous iterations against Boars across 2 maps. Avrot comes in and takes Frelick down, and there we go. With Tessic and Maddie finishing things off. It's a 9-2 scoreline. Why are the odds changing? The odds are changing because XBet does live betting, so you can bet on the outcome of the game before you actually before the game starts at set odds, and then if you bet say 5 rounds in, obviously you'll get different odds, because if a team is up 15-0, it's quite likely they'll win, you know. So the odds replicate should show anyways the team's chance of actually winning the game. But if you don't think it does, you can always pop on over to XBet and drop a bet. Prove them wrong with some money. Indeed I do, Thinkbox. I am here to help, here to provide some great insights into the world of Counter-Strike. That's what I do, brother. Oh. Things are slowing down. Hold on. Our WaR 6.6. I went full screen for a second. I assume those odds are flipped. I have no control over the odds represented there. I don't get to touch them. I would assume that the Boars are 6 odds. If you go over to the XBet website, you can see it. Let's assume it's backwards. But let's take a look at the round anyways. Yimbo, our good friend Zype, comes in with a kill onto Link. With him dropped now, things are going to be looking to move towards the B site still from the terrorists, as we see them making their way slowly but surely towards it. Looks like Yenko might be the one to open things up. Oh, it's only Astro. That was quick. Really quick kills come in. Redo again managing a 2k into that round, as it's only going to be the AWP on Astro. And oh, what? What was that? There's no time left. He has an AWP and he pushes up. That's crazy. By the way, just got confirmation that the odds are actually backwards, of course. So what's under Wind and Rain is actually Boars odds, and what's under Boars is actually Wind and Rain's odds. We'll get that sorted as soon as. Well, with Boars mounting a comeback at last, there's a decent chance in the rain could fall. If they can take this 9-6, I feel like they could have an okay chance on the T side. They were the favourite team coming into this by a pretty large margin. And 1-for-1 trades, that's not going to look all too good for them over towards the A side. Now with Navrot dropping a Molotov towards long. That's going to stop Wind and Rain from aggressing up all too quickly, and indeed they are just going to be backing off at the moment. Yenko taking a kill onto Tessic as well. Leaves it down to a 3 versus 4. A big performance needed from Navrot over towards the A side. He's not able to connect anything, unfortunately, as he is going to be taken down. Redo comes out with the AK, misses his spray down, and that's unforgivable as he gets eliminated. It's now a 1 versus 4. Zype, the only players left alive. Right, Yimbo finding 1 kill. That is Zype, of course. He's going to be able to back off towards the B side, but that's it. Nothing else to be found. (10-3). With 2 rounds left to go in the half. Wind and Rain picking up those AKs and of course the full utility, but it's the Boars economy that I'd be worried about. If they lose this round, they're not going to be able to get a good buy into the final round of the half. And with Zip already taken a little bit of combat over towards Yank, he does a little bit of damage, but ultimately Yenko is able to escape with his life. As Frelick finds the kill up on the A site. Tessic is there. Straight back. Maddie coming in with 1 on the A defense. As Tessic comes in on the flank, he is going to be eliminated. But look at this. It's down to a 2 versus 2. Now a more winnable situation coming in for the Boars. But again, Zype finds himself in a 1vx situation. This time, luckily, only 1 player on the side. If he makes a move quickly, he'll only find the bomb planter there trying to defend. But he gets headshotted from the tiniest of angles. As Zype, 1 versus 2, sits on the dumpster. He's 17 HP, and this should be an easy. Oh, that's awkward. I was gonna say an easy kill, but as he headbutts a nade, it becomes even easier. 11-3. Zip forgot his tennis racket. He wasn't able to hit that back. Got deleted. With 1 round left to go, Wind and Rain, who, I mean, let's be real, 2.5 odds, they shouldn't be coming out this far ahead. Oh, Zype has a good performance, already finding some kills to open things up at the CZ, but Link comes in alongside Fry to find the trades. Now, in the last round of the half, of course, pistols in play, and only 2 of them, as we see Tessic and Navrot looking to clutch out 2 versus 3. They've not been able to get up to all too much previously, and now that the Molotov comes down over towards Hesek, he's going to be dropping that as he starts to get lit up, but he's 17 HP after that fire. And the knife should come in, maybe not, but oh, the nade, that's so unlucky. It literally flew up into the sky and still managed to catch him off. Not what you want. Definitely not a favorable outcome for him. As he gets eliminated, that ends the half, of course, 12-3 in favor of Wind and Rain. It looks like we've got a pause coming in the half, presumably. And there we go. Teams readied up. We're going to be going live into the second half as the Boars are going to have a massive comeback. 3 rounds is all they were able to gain on the CT side. It would be... You could believe, if not for the fact that that was the CT side. I mean, maybe if they had 3 rounds on T side, you could forgive it. Coming over towards the bomb site. Let's see how Wind and Rain do on their CT. They're already doing good, clocking up 2 kills. And then a third comes in, leaving just Zip and Tessic in a 2 versus 3. Imbo, Zip is going aggressive all the way over towards the CT spawn. He already finds one below heaven as well. And so Astro is going to be last alive as the third kill for Zip comes in the round. Tessic will finish it off with a 2k as well. 12-4 pistol picked up for the Boars, and that is an essential round, one that they needed to find. And for those of you that just joined us, of course, the odds are flipped. Unfortunately, the team started out on the wrong sides. And so the odds under Wind and Rain are the odds for the Boars. I have no control over that. But, yeah, that's all I can say. I'm not involved in the odds side of things. I just talk about the game. And talking about the game, an AK is already being picked up for Fry, but he's going to have trouble making his way back over towards the A side if that's what he wishes to do, because Redo is holding down with the UMP, and it might not be the strongest weapon up against an AK. However, with low HP, just 14 on Fry, it will be difficult for him to survive if he takes direct combat. He escapes and makes his way back over towards water, where he's going to be holding the head peak angle, as the kill is found as Yenko was on the flank. Now it's looking like they'll be making their push towards the B site. As Tessic goes aggressive, but hold on, the bomb actually making its way back up connector. We can see, obviously, Astro rotating down. That would leave Solkas all alone. The fake comes in as well. Tessic on the B side is just trying to make some noise. The smoke is there. That's going to keep the players at least on the site. And as he finds one onto Astro, the rotation should come down from Dom. But he decides not to. He's just going to be sticking on the site for now, with the CZ in hand as the smoke goes down. That's the right decision, but is he going to be able to capitalize some kills? On the back of it, he is! 2 already, but he unfortunately gets caught on the side of the site and isn't able to rotate around. But hold on, the bomb planter's down! Fry, 10 seconds left! He's won it! The bomb plant can't come in. All he has to do is survive as Tessic makes his way up. 4 seconds left on the board. That is it. The round is won by Wind and Rain. Eventually the kill comes in, but it's too late. 12-4 turns into 13-4. The Boars lose a heartbreaking round. They had the advantage, and then a 2-man advantage. But the CZ play from Dom on site recovers the round for Wind and Rain, and then puts them ahead, as now the Boars are going to be on the back foot with the CZ boy coming out, and only Tessic with an AK-47. That is a devastating round to lose, especially with such a large margin. Oh, that's a nice nade, but doesn't do too much damage. Especially with such a large margin, 13-4. Huge lead for Wind and Rain. You don't need to see them taking that round. A round that they really shouldn't have won, but the solo performances step it up and they run the time down perfectly. Now as things slow down, we see Tessic looking for a kill, boosted up. Oh, he's been spotted though. So Solkas, that's Dom, does manage to find a kill with the FAMAS. Again, Boars going to be slowing it down, but time has not been their friend so far as they make their way over towards the bomb site. Oh, Link comes in with a good kill, and a second as Yenko finds that second last and indeed last kill of the round. 14-4. The UMP's coming out in force, and that's an AK saved over as well for Yenko. 2 rounds away from victory right now. As Izako really need to speed things up in these rounds. They're letting that clock run down a little bit too far, and indeed running into stacks quite a lot. As we can see there, they're sitting outside the B site for quite a long time, and it just allows Wyndham Rain to get a little bit of information on the A site. We already see aggression coming in. This is something that Wyndham Rain actually did a fantastic job of on their T side. They gave away information on certain sites, but they always had players ready to take the opposite site. We saw a couple of rounds, they had nobody on A. Oh, and again, easy round coming in. It's a 3K from Astro up against Pistols. We saw a couple of times, of course, Wyndham Rain. In one round in particular, they gave no presence towards the A bomb site. They had a player down towards B and some in connector, and they just waited. If they pushed B, yeah, they got those kills. If they pushed A, well, they were ready for the flank because they were watching it anyways. And that was some serious GoTV lag right there. But we've caught up. 15-4. And then they once the CTs pushed the A site and they saw the Boars pushed the A site, they saw there was no one there. They started to rotate down towards B, and then the hit came in on A. They just waited for that information to be gained. Ultimately, just having the better T side performance. And indeed a stellar one, only allowing 3 rounds for the CTs. The Boars, 1 round away from defeat, are not looking all too good to claim this. Wyndham Rain looking to stop this now. They have a 2-0 history up against Boars, never managing more than 5 rounds. Well, that is until now, as they've managed a total of 15. Nearly double what they previously managed across all of the matches they played Boars in previously, where they picked up 9. Molotov goes down. This is going to allow the aggression to come in from Astro with the AWP. Not a typical strategy, but they're just going that extra mile here as Yenko finds one on the B site. Now it could get a little dangerous. No, indeed, they are still sticking with 2 players in the site, plus they've got the AWP on short. Fry able to pick up 1, going for a second with the M4, not able to connect it, but of course Dom is there to do some work as the AWP finds 1 kill. It's all going to be onto Redo, and Astro finishes things off with a double on the op.